Hi guys, this is Rahul here and I'm from myview.rahulnavy.net, which you can see here. So this is my blog. So recently what I have done is written this book, Getting Started with AngularJS. So this is all about AngularJS right from the beginning, scratch, and you can find the same stuff over here on Amazon. So this has been published on 29th of August. So a couple of days back itself. Now it is available on Amazon. So what I like is I just like to give you a glimpse of what is this all about and how it is being written. So as you can see this, the glimpse of this particular book I have already posted on my blog, which you can refer here and go through that. And if you have any feedback, you can post it here as a comment here. I will just review that and get back to you. So here on my blog, as you can see here, I have been blogging since a year and a half, and on a couple of topics and on different variety of topics, which you can see here and refer all the tutorials over here. Now let's talk about this book and what is this all about. So this book comprises 7 chapters all in all, and that has right from the beginning getting started, where you'll be getting the glimpse of Angular application which you are going to build right from the scratch, and how Angular is being created, why was the requirement, what was the requirement behind Angular and why it is created. Then there is a fair comparison between jQuery and AngularJS, and what jQuery has done so far, why it was being developed, and then why Angular came into picture, what was the intention behind that. So many stuffs. You will first delve into that history, and then right from the beginning you will start here. There are certain prerequisites for this particular book. Is like the thing is you will be having minimum expectation. I will be having minimum expectation over here is that you should know basic JavaScript, and that's it. I mean, if you know the basics of JavaScript, that is all required to get started with AngularJS, because this entire book is dedicated only towards the front end technology, written end to end with using JavaScript. And the ID which I have used here is WebStorm. You can use any of your favorite editors like Visual Studio Code, which is the free editor from Microsoft, and Visual Studio again is the free editor from Microsoft. Eclipse, brackets, Sublime, text edit, Notepad++, even Notepad you can make use of that in order to write this Angular app. But in order to get the full-fledged, full-blown intelligence, you should be using either of these things. Now let's talk about what are the pieces which I have covered in this book. So first chapter is all about the glimpse of entire book, where you can see that what is being developed so far, and second chapter onwards you will be doing all the basic stuffs like controller and markups, writing your own controller, first controller, and then handling events, and that's it. So there are many other steps like services and creating custom services. Then what are the built-in services like HTTP services, queue services, resource services, and many other things which you'll be doing and actually writing as an application right from the scratch. So let me show you a glimpse of this application, what you will be building here. So you'll be building this good looking app, movie review app here. So when you, as you can see, when you click on this link, so this will be a detailed view of that. You go back, and similarly Titanic, so these things, and then you do this bootstrap forms and how to post that movie, then how HTTP services will come into picture, grab this data, do data binding, and post it in the server. Login stuff is there, and registers. I mean, you can go ahead and register that, you can cancel that, go back to the home page. So many steps are required here. So there are fairly more features which are not highlighted here, which you will experience in that, which you will experience here, um, in that link which I was showing you. Let me open that again. Now apart from that, what I was telling about this app is once you done with the application, so at chapter number 5 you will done with that all correct directives, like custom directives is nothing but that embedding elements inside that and using some clean activity, doing some clean activity with require and priority nested directives. So at this point, at this juncture, your entire application is built. Now once the application is built, you will be doing all testing. You'll be applying all testing analogy around that whatever you have written so far. You will be first setting up that all configurations with the karma testacular, which you will be using here, and you will be doing all these steps in WebStorm. Since I have developed entirely on WebStorm, so you'll be doing all these settings in WebStorm. Then you'll be writing your controller test, Ajax test, and filter test. Now chapter 7 is the bonus chapter, which talks about Angular 2, which is upcoming, getting launched this fall in December, with along with TypeScript. Here I have used Visual Studio Code as an editor to explain the concepts. I have also used some of the online playgrounds like Babel, TypeScript, in order to showcase the what is TypeScript and what is this all about. This is nothing but a transpiler to convert your type-safe code into JavaScript code. So hope you'll be enjoying this book. Let's go through some of the facts which I have covered here. Like as you can see, when you start getting started with this book, you will first learn Angular architecture with that conventional architecture in place, and there is a contrast difference between these two, and why you are writing Angular.js app you will understand once you go through this particular book. I have also compared a very fair comparison between jQuery and Angular.js, what was done in jQuery, what is getting done in Angular.js, and then Angular stuffs, some of the prerequisites, which is all about editor side, what you can use, what I have used, and then there's complete Angular app which you will be writing from the scratch. All these steps are downloadable. All these steps are shared here on GitHub. So if you go to the GitHub URL, this link, and when you click on this repositories, so this is the one which is the finished project. When you open this, you will see that, and this is the one which you will be using as an skeleton project. So when you open this, you will see that okay, this is the required stuff which is there to bootstrap your app, and when you are done, then this will look like this complete app, what you will be doing that. Alright, then I hope you will like this entire book. Send me a review and your comments, how do you like that. Thanks for joining me. Happy coding.